Step back in time and saddle up for an unforgettable journey through the rugged and untamed lands of the Wild West. Witness the birth of legendary towns, where pioneers and outlaws carved their destinies amidst the dust and grit of the frontier. Here are 300 fascinating photos of the Wild West reality. Number 300. In the lively saloon called the Yellow Aster, situated in Randsburg, California, around the year 1900. Number 299. A poker gathering in Arizona hosted at John Doyle's Ranch, captured sometime between 1887 and 1889. Number 298. Cowboys situated in Converse County, Wyoming, photographed from the period spanning from 1870 to 1890. Number 297. During around 1898, gold prospectors in Alaska employed a gold pan and a sluice for mining purposes. Number 296. Around the 1880s to 1890s, a Native American woman in a camp is overseeing racks of meat being dried. Number 295. In the vicinity of the Little Colorado River, circa 1903, there are two covered wagons parked alongside a cable ferry. Number 294. Captured in 1873, this photograph showcases the residence of the Buffalo Hunters in Sheridan, Kansas. Number 293. During the 1880s, a McLaughlin stagecoach was at a school picnic, which took place during a birthday celebration at Jack Pearl's ranch. Number 292. Inside Sawtell's Ranch, situated in Fremont County, Idaho, in the year 1872. Number 291. Around the year 1880, the Cheyenne Indian Police Force. Number 290. Around 1870, an emigrant train of Mormons passed through Echo Canyon. Number 289. In around 1902, a logging railway featuring a wagon being hauled by a team of 8 horses. Number 288. The 1872 Crow delegation. Number 287. Taken around 1900, a photograph by C.S. Fly showcasing the Orient Saloon in Brisbane, Arizona, where a lively faro game is in full swing. Number 286. Around 1875, this was the miners' camp located at the North Star and Mountaineer Lodes in San Juan County, Colorado. Number 285. Around 1890, the town of Red Mountain in Colorado. Number 284. During the 1880s to 1890s, a Native American is seen standing with telegraph poles visible in the background. Number 283. Captured in 1910. This was a photograph of the horse wrangler in Bonham, Texas. Number 282. Around 1900, the photo was showing 2 miners measuring the weight of gold inside a cabin situated near Nome, Alaska. Number 281. In the late 19th or early 20th century, the Boot & Company General Store, located in Colorado. Number 280. Around 1889, a scene of gold fever where prospectors are heading towards the new gold field. Number 279. Taken in 1891, this is a photograph of farming activities on the Irvine Ranch in California. Number 278. Around 1904, a gathering of cowboys. Number 277. On September 28, 1864, a delegation comprising Cheyenne and Arapaho individuals at Camp Weld in Colorado. Number 276. During the 1890s, this is how Main Street looked like in Wilton, North Dakota. Number 275. Around the 1890s, a photograph captured by Christian Bartholomew featured a gathering accompanied by a horse-drawn carriage. Number 274. During the 1890s, there was a boarding house situated in Don Lemaire, North Dakota. Number 273. Around the year 1900, there was a saloon called Trulson Saloon located in Renard, Nebraska. Number 272. During the 19th century, a Native American man was photographed standing in front of a teepee in Minnesota. Number 271. In 1907, a rider was captured on camera while refilling his keg from a desert well located 30 miles north of Palomas, Arizona. Number 270. Workers at the 9 Mile stage line in around the year 1900. Number 269. The residence of Mrs. American Horse, where Oglala women and children are inside an uncovered teepee. This scene dates back to around 1891. Number 268. In 1880, a Chinese laborer is seen standing outside the north entrance of the Summit Tunnel, which was also known as Tunnel 2. Number 267. Cheyenne. Stumphorn and his family demonstrating the use of horse-drawn travois. Number 266. A gathering of miners from the California Gold Rush era, dating back to the 1850s. Number 265. In 1899, a photograph was taken of David Denny near a log cabin located by Lake Kechilis in Washington. Number 264. Around 1885, Medicine Pipe is seen dressed in a cavalry uniform at Fort Custer, Montana. Number 263. In around 1886, horses and cattle could be observed alongside a river in Big Dry, northern Montana. Number 262. Around 1902, a laundrywoman is captured in a photograph from the Gold Rush era in the Alaska-Yukon Territory. Number 261. Circa 1889, when the inaugural blacksmith shop in Guthrie, Oklahoma was established. Number 260. Around 1897, individuals belonging to Native American tribes in southeastern Idaho were documented. Number 259. In around 1906, the Roadhouse Saloon in Bluff City, Alaska was captured in a photograph. Number 258. Around the 1890s, a wagon was photographed at the Allen Ranch in Colorado. Around 1891, a group portrait featuring Lakota chiefs was taken. Number 256. Around 1900, gentlemen and prospectors were captured in a photograph at the White Pass and Yukon Railroad Station located in Alaska. Number 255. Around 1895, a family is photographed outside a log cabin situated in New Mexico. Number 254. Sioux Indians during the 1800s or 1890s. Number 253. Around 1905, bold prospectors were photographed standing in front of a driftwood house in Nome, Alaska. Number 252. In 1869, a photograph was taken at Sherman Station, located in Albany County, Wyoming. Number 251. Around 1895 or 1896, a school picture was taken at Pine Grove Mining Camp in Nevada. Number 250. Between 1870 and 1890, a photograph was taken of silver mining activities at Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado. Number 249. In 1871, a photograph was taken of the photographer William Henry Jackson on top of Mount Washburn. Number 248. During the 19th century, a Native American woman was photographed standing in front of a teepee in Minnesota. Number 247. In the early 1900s, a street scene was captured in Webster, Kansas. Number 246. During the Hayden Survey, around 1870, a photograph of H.W. Elliott was taken by photographer William Henry Jackson. Number 245. In 1885, a photograph was taken of J.W. Swartz Saloon that was located in Charleston, Arizona. Number 244. Around 1885, cowboys employed by Texas John Slaughter were captured in a photograph while at work. Number 243. Around 1885, a scene of rations being distributed at Standing Rock Agency in North Dakota was documented. Number 242. In Oregon, the Myrtle Point Roseburg stage line was seen changing horses. Number 241. In 1897, a photograph was taken of a blacksmith shop located in Skagway, Alaska. Number 240. Around 1887, a photograph was taken by John C. H. Grable, showing the process of beef being skinned. Number 239. In around 1867, a photograph was taken of the Gould and Curry Smelting Works located in Virginia City, Nevada. Number 238. Elk Canyon in South Dakota, along the Black Hills and Fort Pierre Railroad route. Number 237. In 1885, a photograph was taken of the Dodge City Cowboy Band. Number 236. Between 1890 and 1910, a photograph was taken of two Mescalero Apache women in a camp located in New Mexico. Number 235. Around 1900 to 1905, a photograph captured three miners with a cart loaded with camp supplies in Goldfield, Nevada. Number 234. Around 1874, Fort Garland in Colorado was documented in a photograph. Number 233. Around 1900, a scene was captured in California showing cowboys branding cattle within a corral. Number 232. Around 1900, men were photographed alongside cows on a cattle ranch in the Sierra Madre region. Number 231. In Idaho Springs, Colorado, mining equipment was seen loaded on a flat car. Number 230. In 1905, a photograph of Sioux chiefs was taken. Number 229. In 1897, a photograph was taken of the Tollgate Saloon situated in Black Hank, Colorado. Number 228. In 1903, a photograph was taken at Fort Pierre, South Dakota, showing two hunters standing over a dead buffalo. Number 227. This was the Lamartine mining camp located in Colorado. Number 226. Around 1891, Tasunka, also known as Plenty Horses, was photographed alongside two soldiers. Number 225. Around 1906, horses were photographed being hobbled. Number 224. In 1906, a photograph was taken at the Fort Belknap Indian Reservation in Montana. Number 223. Around 1900, a prospector from Pikes Peak was captured in a photograph in front of his log home. Number 222. In around 1886, a sod house belonging to the Rawding family was documented. Number 221. In 1895, a photograph was taken of the newspaper office in Delamar, Nevada. Number 220. Around 1900, a Lakota family was pictured in front of a log cabin. Number 219. During the late 19th to early 20th century, there was a water-selling well called Lyons, located in the arid expanse of the Colorado Desert. This photograph was taken sometime between 1890 and 1900. Number 218. A photograph captured by Conklin and Kleckner shows three individuals standing in front of a sod house. Number 217. This is a photo showing a street view in Corrine, located in Box Elder County, Utah, dating back to around 1869. Number 216. This photograph features A.J. Smith, a topographer, taken by the photographer William Henry Jackson during the Hayden Survey around 1871. Number 215. Around the year 1900, there was an establishment called the Eagle Saloon situated in Renton, Washington. Number 214. The Prospector, dating back to around 1903. Number 213. During the year 1886, the Howmont family was photographed standing in front of a two-story sod house located in Custer County, Nebraska. Number 212. Around 1893, there was a camp where Piegan Indians were residing and the scene was captured in a photograph. Number 211. In the early 1900s, there was gold panning activity taking place in Fairplay, Colorado, which was recorded in a photograph. Number 210. In the year 1872 at Yosemite Valley, there stood an elegant and worldly tavern known as the Cosmopolitan Saloon. Number 209. During the year 1870, a group of survey participants were encamped at Red Buttes, Wyoming, as depicted in this photograph. Number 208. Around the year 1889, a section of the impressive homestake operations in Lead City, South Dakota was captured in this image. Number 207. Photographer John C. H. Graybill captured an image of a gathering at an Indian tent in around 1888. Number 206. Around 1905, a prospector was photographed in Nome, Alaska. Number 205. In the year 1889 in Guthrie, Oklahoma, individuals were observed in search of a town lot. Number 204. Around the year 1887, a farming family and their homestead were captured in Custer County, Nebraska. Number 203. Circa 1900, when a 20-mule team was transporting borax from Death Valley to the railroad. Number 202. On the banks of the Yellowstone River in Montana, it's dinner time at a Cowboys camp. Number 201. Around the year 1913, two Native Americans are observed examining photographic film. Number 200. Between the years 1880 and 1910, cowboys can be seen sitting near supply wagons in this photograph. Number 199. In the year 1880, a group of Native Americans is seen standing before Tippis in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Number 198. Around 1897, George Carnack, a miner, is seen standing outside a log cabin in Yukon Territory. Number 197. This was a prairie schooner from the 1850s who was photographed in 1894. Number 196. Around 1888, a Western-style ranch house in the Dakotas is documented. Number 195. A group of Paiute Native Americans captured in a photograph during the period of 1860 to 1870. Number 194. The town of Deadwood is seen from the southern perspective, photographed in 1876. Number 193. Holliday's Overland Stage Office in Denver, Colorado, photographed sometime between 1865 and 1870. Number 192. A miner's cabin in Colorado during the winter season, captured in a photograph between 1896 and 1905. Number 191. During the winter of 1887 and 1888, near Deadwood, a deer hunting expedition resulted in success for two miners, McMillan and Hubbard, as they successfully bagged their game. Number 190. Around 1866, Chief Iron Bear was photographed at Fort Berthold, North Dakota. Number 189. A photograph captured between 1880 and 1900 showcasing a train at the Short Line Depot in Boise, Idaho. Number 188. Between 1887 and 1892, photographs were taken of ox teams in Sturgis, Dakota Territory. Number 187. In 1882, a glimpse of pioneer life featuring a family outside of a sod house was captured in a photograph. Number 186. Around 1866, this photograph shows Chinese miners located in Tuolumne County, California. Number 185. A portrait of a Sioux man with sunflowers, estimated to be from around 1899. Number 184. In 1889, there was a photograph captured of the John Delane Wagon Shop in Broken Bow, Custer County, Nebraska. Number 183. Around 1880, there was a place known as Geyser Springs in Sonoma County, California. Number 182. On January 19, 1891, the 7th Cavalry camped at Pine Ridge Agency, South Dakota. Number 181. In 1887, a photograph was taken of successful hunters at their camp situated on Oak Creek, Arizona. Number 180. Around 1903, there were two Apache women captured in an image while gathered around a campfire. Number 179. In 1890, a photograph was taken in South Dakota showing the process of changing horses during a roundup. Number 178. In 1889, a photograph was captured of the Deadwood coach. Number 177. Around 1877, there was a photograph taken of the Main Street in Prescott, Arizona. Number 176. Between 1890 and 1889, a photograph was taken off a hotel tent along the Grand Canyon Stage Road in Arizona. Number 175. Around 1922, there were teepees situated on the Columbia River. Number 174. Between 1848 and 1853, a photograph was captured of gold miners in El Dorado, California. Number 173. A horse-drawn carriage captured in Dodge City, Kansas, sometime between 1880 and 1910. Number 172. A miner's dwelling in the Sierra Nevada mountains around the year 1866. Number 171. A railroad bridge spanning the Kansas River, photographed in the year 1867. Number 170. Around the year 1897, there were approximately 40 Native American canoes present at Taia. Number 169. Around 1889, there was a land rush event that took place in Oklahoma. Number 168. A coach carrying treasures in the Black Hills region captured in a photograph between 1887 and 1892. Number 167. Cowboys capturing a buffalo using lassos on the plains, photographed sometime between 1887 and 1892. Number 166. In 1886, D. Dunn arrived and settled on his claim in Custer County, Nebraska, as captured in the photograph. Number 165. Around the year 1880, an Indian family was photographed standing in front of an adobe building in California. Number 164. In 1888, a photograph was taken of Dick Latham coming back home with antelope in Wyoming. Number 163. In 1889, a Sioux City party was photographed coaching at the Great Hot Springs of Dakota. Number 162. Around 1897, miners from the Klondike region were photographed in Skagway, Alaska. Number 161. In 1867, a picture was taken of Drover's Cottage, located at McCoy's Stockyard in Abilene, Kansas. Number 160. A photograph capturing Shoshone Indians, believed to have been taken between 1880 and 1910. Number 159. In 1888, a photograph was taken of Nebraska Cowboys, potentially from Round Valley in Custer County. Number 158. Around the year 1887, a mule-drawn water wagon was photographed at Fort Verde, Arizona. Number 157. In 1867, a photograph was taken of cattle being loaded at McCoy's Stockyard in Abilene, Kansas. Number 156. A photograph was taken between 1887 and 1892, capturing the old cabin home situated in South Dakota. Number 155. Around 1890, there was a photograph taken at the 101 Ranch in Bliss, Oklahoma, showing Ponca Indian scouts engaged in the process of skinning a buffalo. Number 154. Around 1898, a photograph was taken in Colorado, featuring gold miners and their companions. Number 153. Between 1883 and 1885, a photograph was taken in the Nebraska Territory, specifically in Coburg. Number 152. Around 1897, a photograph was captured in the Yukon Territory, showcasing two men repairing a boat as a consequence of a leak. Number 151. Roundup scenes that took place on Belle Fourche in 1889. Number 150. Photograph captured in 1874 featuring a Native American boy accompanied by his dog in Utah. Number 149. Snapshot of camp life in Arizona, photographed in the year 1871. Number 148. Image of freight transportation in the Black Hills, captured sometime between 1887 and 1892. Number 147. Photograph of the old mission church at Zuni Pueblo in New Mexico, captured in the year 1873. Number 146. The picture shows Art Pulliam engaged in coyote hunting in West Union, Custer County, Nebraska. The photograph was taken in 1889. Number 145. The photo depicts hydraulic mining activity in Rockerville, South Dakota, photographed in the year 1889. Number 144. The photograph shows a buffalo at water, circa 1904. Number 143. Packing water on mules at Fort Verde, Arizona, captured in 1887. Number 142. Cowboys hailing from the XIT Ranch located in the Texas Panhandle, taken around 1902. Number 141. A hunting camp situated at Peck's Lake, approximately 21 miles north of Fort Verde, Arizona, photographed in 1887. Number 140. A pioneer's cabin located in Calaveras Big Tree State Park, California, captured around 1886. Number 139. Photograph of the Engineer Corps of Deadwood Central Railroad, captured in 1888. Number 138. Navajo Native Americans in the vicinity of Old Fort Defiance, New Mexico, photographed in 1873. Number 137. J.M. Webster and his family in Wyandotte, Kansas, photographed in 1867. Number 136. In 1871, a photograph was captured showing the officers' quarters at Camp Apache in the Arizona Territory. Number 135. In 1886, a photograph was taken featuring Charlie Meeks, a cowboy from Nebraska. Number 134. In 1889, a photograph was taken showing individuals engaged in the activity of washing and panning gold in Rockerville, Dakota. Number 133. Between 1884 and 1887, a photograph was taken at Fort Verde, Arizona, capturing 3 women and 1 man, all dressed in uniforms and mounted on horseback. Number 132. Back at the camp, triumphant and adorned, in Oregon around the year 1880. Number 131. A view from the top of the Sierra Nevada mountains, around 1866. Number 130. The Annie, the first boat set afloat on Yellowstone Lake, captured in the year 1871. Number 129. A ranch located in Mendocino County, California, photographed in the year 1870. Number 128. The last large bull train on its way from the railroad to the Black Mills, taken in 1890. Number 127. A Mexican home known as a ranchita, captured in New Mexico sometime between 1880 and 1897. Number 126. Captured in 1886, this is Burlington Engine Number 7 in Nebraska. Number 125. In 1871, Chinese immigrants engaged in the process of sluicing. Number 124. Stacking alfalfa hay at the Stockdale Ranch in California, around 1888. Number 123. A Texas Roundup camp wagon around the year 1900. Number 122. Around 1886, Solomon D. Butcher posing in front of his dugout, which was his first house in Nebraska. Number 121. Captured in 1873, an image of San Miguel Church situated in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Number 120. Around the year 1889, the Montana Mine. Number 119. In 1871, a photograph of a camp situated at the crossing of the Colorado River. Number 118. Around 1885, Colonel Dupersal's ranch located in New Mexico. Number 117. Around 1890, a Pueblo Indian holding a lasso. Number 116. Between 1865 and 1869, a photograph capturing the advance of civilization as seen near Iron Point, California, at the end of the track. Number 115. In Virginia City, Nevada, there was a Wells Fargo and Company Express office around 1866. Number 114. In 1889, a photograph was taken of Fort Sill in the Indian Territory, captured from the southeast. Number 113. Around 1866, there was a mine called the Tunnel Gould and Curry Mine in Nevada. Number 112. A photograph called The Interview was taken in South Dakota between 1887 and 1892. Number 111. Captain Scott's hunting camp in Washita River Reservation, around 1895. Number 110. California Company stages departing Virginia City, around 1866. Number 109. An artesian well in Kern County, California, around 1880. Number 108. In 1888, a photograph was captured showing the process of branding calves during a roundup. Number 107. Around 1873, there was a camp called Horseback's Camp, belonging to the Comanches at Fort Sill, Indian Territory. Number 106. In 1889, there was a placer mining for gold dust at Rockerville, South Dakota. Number 105. A photograph was taken in 1890, showing a Wells Fargo Express Company treasure wagon with guards in South Dakota. Number 104. Cradling and placer mining, taken in 1871. Number 103. An image captured in 1890 showcases the Bar T Ranch located on Hat Creek, South Dakota. Number 102. In circa 1891, a photograph features Scout Mobile dressed in Kiowa wartime attire. Number 101. A photographer is seen at the Aquarius Plateau in Utah around 1875 capturing pictures. Number 100. In 1885, buckboard wagons were seen crossing the Gila River near San Carlos, Arizona. Number 99. Lakota Camp near Pine Ridge Reservation, southwestern South Dakota, U.S., taken in 1891. Number 98. In 1886, a group of Apache Indian prisoners rested by the Southern Pacific Railway near Nueces River, Texas. Number 97. Texas, 1905, shows two common water hauling methods used in Old Mexico and the southwestern United States. Number 96. In 1900, men engage in a game of faro, gambling inside a saloon in Bisbee, Arizona. Number 95. In 1889, a new settler searched for a suitable lot at the site of a new town, Guthrie, Oklahoma. Number 94. William Curly Bill Brocious. Number 93. California, 1904, land in a new territory is auctioned inside this tent. Number 92. The first house on the current site of Dodge City, Kansas, built around August 1872. Number 91. Jesse James in 1864. Number 90. Inside a bar at the Table Bluff Hotel and Saloon in Humboldt County, California, 1889. Number 89. Capturing the start of a new town, Anadarko townsite, on August 8, 1901. An auction takes place in a lumber company booth with temporary bank buildings and the beginnings of a lodging house nearby. Number 88. Men work on laying down track for a new railroad, connecting the wild frontier with the outside world in Arizona, 1898. Number 87. A photograph of a family with their covered wagon during the Great Western Migration in Loup Valley, Nebraska, taken in 1886. Number 86. At Gross Ventry Camp, Fort Belknap Reservation in Montana, a dog is being roasted over a cooking pot in 1906. Number 85. In 1909, the Discovery Party and their houses navigate the hot, slick rocks of Navajo Mountain on their way to Rainbow Bridge in Utah. Number 84. In early September 1885, Geronimo abducted 11-year-old Jimmy McKinn. When the Indians were briefly captured in March 1886, Jimmy strongly resisted being returned to his family, as he wanted to remain among the Apache. A photograph captures him with the Indians before Geronimo's surrender to General Crook. Number 83. A roundup on the Sherman Ranch in Genesee, Kansas, captured in 1902. A cowboy stands with his lasso ready, looking beyond the herd on the open range to his fellow cowpunchers awaiting on the horizon. Number 82. Cowboys in Montana branding calves. Number 81. In 1871, a buffalo hide yard in Dodge City, Kansas, displaying 40,000 buffalo hides. Number 80. The year 1911 sees buckboard and coaches zigzagging down the W's Pike Peak Carriage Road in Colorado. Number 79. Outlaw John Sontag, shot to death on September 14, 1904, is captured in this picture when he was still alive. Number 78. Doc Holliday in 1879. Number 77. In 1876, a gold rush town was captured in Deadwood, Dakota. Number 76. A family is photographed outside their home in New Mexico in 1895. It's worth noting that a Native American servant is holding their child. Number 75. This photo from the year 1905 shows the saloons and disreputable establishments in Hazen, Nevada. Number 74. In 1909, the Klondike Dance Hall and Saloon were photographed in Seattle, Washington. Number 73. a street view of a typical American frontier town in Corrine, Utah, taken in 1869. Number 72. In 1907, an image of a cow surprisingly carrying 7 children, purportedly going to school, taken in Okanogan, Washington. Number 71. Taken in 1895, a teacher and her students pose in front of a sod schoolhouse in Woods County, Oklahoma. Number 70. The year 1893 marks the establishment of the first waterworks in Perry, Oklahoma. Number 69. This photograph shows correspondent Fred W. Loring and his mule in Arizona, taken in 1871. Tragically, he was killed by Apaches just 2 days after this picture was captured. Number 68. A photo of a buffalo soldier, taken in 1890. Number 67. In 1894, a sandstorm struck Midland, Texas, causing concern and alarm among the new settlers in the area. Number 66. Taken in 1894, this photo shows an attorney's office in Round, Oklahoma Territory, specializing in buying and selling claims. Number 65. A photograph from 1870 features a cowboy with his daughter. Number 64. A photo of Charles A. Siringo, born in 1855 and passed away in 1928. Number 63. A cowboy photographed in 1890. Number 62. Trappers and hunters captured in the Four Peaks country within Browns Basin, Arizona. The photo includes the 2 Crabtree boys, their father, and the dogs and burros they use for hunting. Their cabin is in Long Creek near the entrance of Hell's Hip Pocket between Four Peaks and Salt River. Number 61. Mine workers emerging from a mine shaft in Virginia City, Nevada, taken between 1867 and 1888. Number 60. Chinese settlers of the American frontier established a fishing camp at Point San Pedro, California in 1889. Number 59. In 1892, members of the Shoshone tribe are seen dancing on a Native American reservation in Fort Washakie, Wyoming. Number 58. This photograph in 1893 captured Apaches delivering hay to American settlers in Arizona. Number 57. This image from 1882 shows a class in blacksmithing at Forest Grove School in Oregon. Number 56. The notary office of Judge Roy Bean, which also served as a saloon, was captured in Langtree, Texas in 1900. Number 55. In 1878, Cheyenne Indians, who were held prisoners in the county jail in Dodge City, were captured while attempting to return to the Black Hills from a reservation in Oklahoma. This photo is from 1913. Number 54. U.S. Deputy Marshals are posing with the clerical force in Perry, Oklahoma in 1893. Number 53. A man is seated in a wooden boat with a mast on the edge of the Colorado River in the Black Canyon, Mojave County, Arizona. This photograph was taken in 1871. Number 52. In 1872, a group of Paiute Indians was photographed near Cedar, Utah. Number 51. Twin Buttes near Green River City, Wyoming, are captured in a photograph taken in 1872. Number 50. Members of Clarence King's 40th Parallel Survey Team are seen near Oriana, Nevada in 1867. Number 49. In 1867, the Pyramid and Domes, a line of dome-shaped tufa rocks in Pyramid Lake, Nevada, is captured in the photograph. Number 48. The panoramic view of tents and a camp known as Camp Beauty showcases rock towers and canyon walls in Canyon de Chalet National Monument, Arizona. Tents and possibly a lean-to shelter are visible on the canyon floor near trees and talus. The photograph was taken in 1873. Number 47. The old mission church at Zuni Pueblo, New Mexico, is photographed from the plaza in 1873. Number 46. The boat crew of The Picture, including photographer Timothy O'Sullivan, fourth from the left, is shown with fellow members of the Wheeler Survey and Native Americans at Diamond Creek. The photo was taken after their ascent of the Colorado River through the Black Canyon in 1871. Number 45. Browns Park, Colorado is featured in a photograph from 1872. Number 44. The year 1874 captures Shoshone Falls, located on the Snake River in Idaho, as seen from the top of the falls. Number 43. In 1871, a man is depicted sitting on a rocky shore beside the Colorado River in Iceberg Canyon, situated on the border of Mojave County, Arizona, and Clark County, Nevada. Number 42. In 1867, Timothy O'Sullivan's dark room wagon, pulled by 4 mules, appears on the right side of the photo, moves to the center, then turns around and exits the frame. Footprints reveal the photographer's path. The picture was taken in Carson Sink, part of Nevada's Carson Desert. Number 41. Captured in 1867, Gold Hill, a mining town located just south of Virginia City, Nevada. Number 40. A wooden balanced incline utilized for gold mining at the Illinois mine in the Parafrangit Mining District, Nevada in 1871. The setup involved an ore car riding on parallel tracks connected to a pulley wheel at the top of the tracks. Number 39. In 1867, O'Sullivan documented activities at the Savage and Gould and Curry mines on the Comstock Lode in Virginia City, Nevada, the richest silver deposit in America. He captured miners working 900 feet underground, using an improvised flash of burning magnesium wire to photograph them in tunnels, shafts, and lifts. Number 38. This photograph from 1873 shows the head of Canyon des Chalets, with towering walls rising approximately 1,200 feet above the canyon floor in Arizona. Number 37. Taken in 1872, the picture depicts the headlands located north of the Colorado River Plateau. Number 36. In 1875, Paiute men, women, and children sat or stood in rows under a tree near Cottonwood Springs in Washoe County, Nevada. Number 35. In 1872, the photograph captured the junction of Green and Yampa Canyons in Utah. Number 34. Photographer O'Sullivan found a Spanish inscription from 1726, 150 years before his own expedition, at Inscription Rock, or El Morro National Monument, New Mexico. The inscription reads, "By this place passed Ensign Don Joseph de Payaba Vasconcelos, in the year in which he held the council of the kingdom at his expanse, on the 18th of February, in the year 1726. Number 33. In 1873, a depiction of the Navajo Indians' aboriginal life near Old Fort Defiance, New Mexico. Number 32. The photo captures the canyon of Lodore in Colorado in 1872. Number 31. In 1873, a view of the White House, ancestral Pueblo Native American ruins in Canyon de Chalets, Arizona. The cliff dwellings were constructed by the Ansazi over 500 years ago. Men stand and pose there in a niche and on ruins on the canyon floor, connected by climbing ropes. Number 30. The Nettie, an expedition boat on the Truckee River in western Nevada, photographed in 1867. Number 29. In 1874, a man is seen bathing in Pagosa Hot Spring, Colorado. Number 28. A distant view of Santa Fe, New Mexico, captured in 1873. Number 27. My Man, a Mojave Indian, serves as a guide and interpreter during a portion of the season in the Colorado country, as seen in 1871. Number 26. Alta City in Little Cottonwood, Utah, taken around 1873. Number 25. This photograph from 1871 features Cathedral Mesa, located on the Colorado River in Arizona. Number 24. A view of Big Cottonwood Canyon, Utah in 1869. A man and horse are visible near the bridge at the bottom right. Number 23. In 1872, rock formations in the Washakie Badlands, Wyoming are shown. You can see a survey member standing at the lower right for scale. Number 22. The photo captures Oak Grove in White Mountains, Sierra Blanca, Arizona in 1873. Number 21. In 1868, Shoshone Falls in Idaho was photographed. The falls, near present-day Twin Falls, are 212 feet high and flow over a rim 1,000 feet wide. Number 20. The south side of Inscription Rock in New Mexico, photographed in 1873. A small figure of a man stands at the bottom center. This prominent feature has served as a resting place for travelers for centuries, and since at least the 17th century, people carved names and messages into the rock faces they paused. In 1906, a law was enacted to prohibit further carving. Number 19. This photograph shows a colored image from around 1898, featuring burros hauling lumber in Colorado. Number 18. Around 1907, some frontier school children are seen piling onto the back of a cow, as depicted in the photo. Number 17. In this photo, we see a San Francisco Bulletin correspondent taking notes on the battlefield near General Gillam's camp during the Modoc War in approximately 1872. Number 16. This photo captured a scene from 1870 in Wyoming Territory, where the U.S. Geological Survey members are taking a lunch break at the Chuck Wagon. Number 15. A tinted image of a cowboy from around 1898 is shown in the photo. Number 14. This photograph features a dugout sod house in Oklahoma in 1909. Number 13. The image showcases a young Pony Express rider named Frank E. Webner from around 1861. Number 12. This photograph captured the Union Pacific Railroad ceremony held on the 100th meridian, approximately 250 miles west of Omaha, Nebraska Territory in 1866. Number 11. This photo captured the end of the railroad tracks along Humboldt River Canyon, Nevada, showing the Central Pacific Railroad campsite in 1868. Number 10. A tinted photo of J.L. Nybergall store in Colorado around 1898, with a new storefront being constructed beside it. Number 9. This image commemorates the ceremony to link the tracks for the first transcontinental railroad in Utah Territory in 1869. Number 8. In this photo, we see a young Will Rogers, an Oklahoma cowboy. Number 7. The image shows Custer leading a caravan throughout the Dakota Territory in 1874. Number 6. A Sunday school photo captured both Indians and settlers in attendance in Indian Territory in Oklahoma around 1900. Number 5. The photograph features a colored photograph from around 1898 showing the corralling of cows on the Cimarron River. Number 4. The image shows the loading of a mule with flour during General George Crook's expedition into the Black Hills in 1876. Number 3. This photo captured the Rosebud Riverboat coursing the Missouri River from Bismarck, North Dakota to Coal Banks in Montana in 1878. Number 2. An ox train traveling with supplies in Arizona Territory in 1883. Number 1. Finally, in number 1, we have a folk figure, C.P. Owens, who serves as the sheriff of Apache County, Arizona on September 4th, 1887. And that wraps up our list of the 300 fascinating photos of the Wild West reality. Weren't those images just mind-blowing? From the untamed landscapes to the fearless cowboys and outlaws, the Wild West truly was a realm of legendary stories. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.